Hello and welcome back to the part 2 of our Scratch programming video. So till now we have completed the 60% of our Hungry Shark game in our previous part. Let us complete the game now. Let us start by logging in to our Scratch account. So here I am logged in with my Scratch account, and let us open the project that we have left. So I have this project Hungry Shark. Let us see inside. So this is the progress that we have left in our last video. Now remember, today we have to do 5 things. First, to make multiple of prey fish. Second, to hide the shark fish for some time so that the prey fish can move all across the stage. Then add the scoring mechanism as the shark eats each prey. And fourth, add time limit to the game so that the shark has to eat all the prey fish within a given time. That makes the game interesting. And finally, we will test the game. Let's begin. So here we have the prey fish. Now we want to create the clone, or let's say multiple of this one fish. Now the old way of creating multiples were to copy the fish, but here we won't be doing that. What we will do, we will actually make clones of these fish. So how to do that? For that we will go to the control option, and here we have a block called create clone of myself. So whenever the green flag is clicked, we'll create the clone of the fish. So first of all, let us delete this thing, and instead let us add a new green flag. So whenever the green flag is clicked, let us create a clone, but I want multiples of these clone to happen. So how to do that? For that I'll go to repeat option, and inside this repeat I will take this block, repeat 10 times, and I'll decrease it to 5. Now what I want is, I want this to go inside of the repeat. I'll make it 15. I want 15 clones, so I'll make it 15, but I want each of the clone to be different. Now let's check the fish. Now the fish has 4 different costumes, so there could be 4 different types of fishes. So we will create 4 of each type. So we'll go into the looks. Here we have a specific block called switch to next costume. Here, next costume. So we'll put it here. So whenever it will repeat itself, it will actually create different types of clones. So let us check. So here we have all different types of clones. Now I want all these clones to actually glide throughout. So now whenever it starts its journey, the clone starts its journey, I want the clone to actually glide. So this is our glide option. So we'll go to control, and here we have one more block called when I start as a clone. So we'll keep this. So whenever the clone is starting its journey, it will glide to random position for 4 seconds. Now let us check. So this is how the clones are actually moving across. But the problem is, the original fish which is here is actually stable. So we will delete this block and we'll keep it as for the clone. So we'll add this here. So whenever a clone is starting a journey, it should check whether the fish or the shark is trying to eat it. So this is the thing that we have done. We have actually made the prey fish glide and move across whole stage. Now let us do the second thing, which is to hide the shark for a while. Now whenever the fishes are supposed to spread, we want the shark to wait for some time. So I'll go to the shark spring, and here I want the shark to be hidden for at least 4 seconds. So I'll go into the looks, I'll take this hide, and then I'll add a 4 seconds wait. I have here 1, so I'll make it 4, and then I'll add show. So after 4 seconds the shark will show itself. So let us check whether this happens. So after 4 seconds the shark is actually showing itself. So this is what we were supposed to do. So this was the second thing. Now the third thing is, as soon as the shark eats everything, it should have a score or something to increase. So we'll go to the fishes, and here we'll add the score. Adding a score is very simple. Like before we have done, we'll go to variable, we'll select a variable or make a variable called score, and we'll set the score to 0 in the beginning. And whenever the clone is eaten by the shark, we will change the score by 1. So this will give us an idea of the shark is actually eating everything or not. But there is one problem, because if we repeat this program again and again, all the clones will be hidden and we will not be able to show them again. So we need to add some bit in our program again. So how to do that? We will go to the looks, and here we will add this show. So whenever the clone starts its journey, it will show itself, and also whenever it will be getting bitten by the shark, it will end its journey. So let us check that. Now still you can see that there is one sprite, the main sprite, which is as it is, which is not going anywhere. So I want that to be hidden. So these are the 15 clothes, and this is the one extra shark, extra fish. So we need to hide this extra fish. So we'll go into the looks again, we'll take this hide. So now that fish will be hidden as soon as the clones are made. Now there is no stable or a steady fish. So it was done. Now that was the scoring game, the third part. Now the last part is to give a time limit. Now how to give the time limit? We'll add one more condition in our shark. So here we will add a forever block, a green flag clicked block, and we will add a wait 14 seconds. Now why 14 seconds? Because 10 seconds for the shark to eat all the fishes, and the 4 seconds for the time being the shark was actually out of the stage. And after those 14 seconds we'll stop everything. So that was the last condition that was supposed to be done. Now let us check this game. So we'll start. Now the score is 0 and I have eaten 2 fishes, and I'll try to eat as much as possible. Remember, we have only 10 seconds limit, so the score that I was able to do was only 9. So this was the game that we have made, the Hungry Shark. So that was our Hungry Shark game, completed and tested. Hope you have enjoyed the game and playing it. So goodbye and take care till we meet in our next video.